Alright, Relink gamers, we are back with more Granblue Fantasy Relink action for you here. Last time, we beat up some dragons, we had a bit of an annoying fight against Angramani, but we figured it out. Most importantly, and the reason what we're going to go do right now is we collected the last of Roland's journals there. We did end up reading all of them, it's very interesting stuff, but more importantly, that means it seems that we have more main story to do. Perhaps the end, the last little bit of main story that there is to do. It definitely does feel very big epilogue vibes if you didn't stick around for the story corner last time. The journals basically seem to describe a way to potentially save Roland from his current multi-dimensional shenaniganry using the transceivers that he has created. Right, there is sort of an interdimensional beacon hidden inside of them, seemingly. I didn't really get it, but again, something like that. It seems like this, a little thing that's around Vern's neck there, that may be our key to getting Roland back. So let's see. Hopefully. I would really enjoy to have Roland back on our side.
I never thought I'd see the day you call us together. I'm thrilled, but what's the occasion?
I mean, again, I'm pretty sure the occasion is he's figured out Sanka's id was kind of reading the journals as we got them, I think. So I think id has had the same realization. Hopefully.
It's about Roland.
Damn right.
This got something to do with all his notes we've been finding? Been meaning to take a crack at him myself, but all that dimension hopping mumbo jumbo.
It's actually, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot in there, but I guess maybe the things that we actually ended up reading are the most interesting or relevant parts of the journals. There might have been a whole lot more just scribbling that he had written there.
Well, after cutting through the jargon, I figured out that Roland had the means to traverse dimensions.
He wrote about the transceiver, right? The one he gave to Vern? Maybe it's the key.
Exactly, like I was talking about.
Spoil sport, but a talking box isn't gonna do much on its own. Don't we also need Fix-It Dude's magic to open the gate?
I forget how exactly he described it, but yeah, it was something about, oh god. So there's a transmitter that is inside the transceivers, and when two of the transmitters are next to each other, like, or close by, even across a dimensional boundary, they could resonate or something.
I got that impression too, but his final transmission was less reassuring.
Okay.
Before all this mess happened, maybe he had thought he could escape any dimension on his own.
But luck wasn't on his side. Let's not forget he's stuck in Bahamut Versa's dimension. A pocket of space so powerful it could even contain Angramainu's reality-distorting powers.
That's a good point. Angre is literally, like, the whole point of Angre is, like, creating gates between space, including dimensions, and, well, yeah, I mean, when you put it that way, actually, this does make this...
No wonder that Roland couldn't open a gate.
Yeah, this does make this a little bit more, a little less hopeful,
And if an
maybe.
astral couldn't manage, what are we supposed to do? Grab a crowbar?
Quick interdimensional crowbar, don't mind me.
I think I have a plan.
Okay.
15 years ago, during the Dali catastrophe, Versa manifested in the Sky Realm to stop Angramainu, right?
So we just have to do we have to do something? Oh no, Id, what is your plan as stupid as I think it is? Or as risky? So he's saying, so yeah, maybe if we do something again that would warrant Bahamut coming to visit this realm, then that could open, because Versa's still in there, right? It's not just Roland who's in that dimension. Versa's there too. He got knocked in there by our Bahamut, and that's where Roland got taken in the first place, right? So maybe it is saying all he has to do is just, let his dragon power consume him real quick, and maybe Bahamut will come right through that portal.
Lilith managed to seal Versa inside of me during that incident.
Yeah, okay.
Your crew severed our connection, but a vestige of its power remains.
Or maybe that just means he can just open gates.
So Roland's magic failed because he drew on Angramainu's
Right, yeah,
power.
okay. Maybe that's better. Maybe it's not so bad after all.
Stronger capabilities.
Then we might have a chance.
Interesting. It's worth a shot. Damn right. I mean, anything's worth a shot. Worst case, Roland is still stuck in a pocket dimension, so it's not like we can exactly get worse. Shouldn't be able to kill him, I don't think.
I never asked for that cursed dragon's power. I might as well put it to good use.
Excuse me.
Besides, I can still feel that dragon out there. Hey, Helmsman. Still remember where we last fought?
Helmsman, he says.
Sure do. I can get the Grand Cipher turned around in a flash.
Rockham, or Id, apparently still not calling everyone by their name, but...
Oh, is this the end of Mr. Fixit's reign as town handyman?
Well, hopefully.
Come on, after all he's contributed, once we get Roland back, they ought to team up and take the handyman world by storm.
Or that. I suppose that works too.
Cross that bridge when we get there.
First, we rescue Roland.
Once again, Id talking a lot more like a human being. You love to see it.
You, Id.
Thanks, crew.
We've got your back.
Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, it is not...
Report when you're ready. Fix-It Dude is waiting for us.
Fix-It Dude is waiting for us. Okay, that's good. I'm glad. I thought Id's whole thing was gonna be like, I'll just, quickly let the dragon power consume me, and then easy peasy. Like I thought he was gonna be, quite that severe as he tends to be, but it seems not quite. Not quite. He has a more level-headed plan in mind, so that's very good. The Forgotten Skies, huh? I assume this is just that little, like it's literally that seal that Roland made that we were fighting on earlier. Speak with Id. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why am I the captain? Not like this. Do I have to be the captain? Please don't make me be the I guess we're playing as the captain. It's okay. Hey, listen, we have defensive masteries. Go save Roland. Can we not do the Can we talk about this for a second? Can we like, did I have the captain at the front of my party accidentally and I didn't realize? Maybe like if I said, could I do something like could I do something like that? It's like a suggestion. Just a suggestion. Just wondering if maybe. Okay, no, got it. Seems like we are in fact captain bound here. That's how it goes. All right. Well, hopefully we get some big power of friendship power up here. Otherwise, the captain is a little underleveled for this.
Your power better work.
It'll be exciting one way or the other. Though again, I hate to harp on the points, but I really do wish we could still play as Vasaraga here. It's probably going to be quite the fight. One way or another, we are essentially summoning Versa, I think. And last time we fought him, we were in fact Vasaraga. Yeah, so this is right where... Whoa, right where we fought him last time. This should be fine, surely. I see no issues with this, potentially or otherwise.
Hey, you okay?
Damn it all. I'm at my limit.
Can't quite open up the gate. Maybe Versa will meet you halfway. Oh. Oh, like Bahamut. Oh, I see. Sal the Flame type beat? Oh my god, he is so big, man. I always forget. So goddamn cool. Very happy that I was very wrong about my assessment of him in the first episode. Bahamut firmly on our side, or Proto-Bahamut, I suppose. He really just grabbed that dimensional rip and pulled it open the rest of the way. That is some goddamn power scaling there, I tell you what. My god.
Now's our chance.
Was he gonna hop in there? Oh my god, on the dragon's back. Okay. I thought we were gonna have him come to us. Doesn't seem that way though.
Stay safe.
All right, we're cruising.
Where could Roland be?
Yeah, we are. I guess this is a pretty big pocket dimension.
Look who it is.
You know, I was hoping we would find Roland first, but
This ends here and now.
I suppose the odds for that were not great. I see, and this is why we have to play as the captain, right? Because the idea is sort of that everyone but him and Id and Lyria and Vern, I suppose, gets left behind. It's just an uglier version of our Bahamut. A slightly meaner looking and generally uglier version. Oh my god. We're doing this? We're doing the Kaiju battle again? Oh my god, it does seem stronger on its home turf. Yeah. This is gonna be something I have to dodge. Seems that way, right? Oh. I see. No, beat his ass. Breaking left. No, no! Okay, that hurts. I'm in pain, for sure. No doubt about it. I don't know if we could have stopped that if I'd just been a little bit more aggressive there and not worried about dodging, but I guess we'll probably get at least one more chance to find out. Get wrecked. Nice, perfect dodge. Bahamut's got that too. He's got his masteries all set up. You would hope so, right? Another one. Get Rexner. I'm not doing a whole lot of damage to him though, I will say. Bahamut Versa Omega, huh? I did just realize that. That is a different name. They're not down. He's actually totally fine, as it turns out. Doesn't seem like. Excuse me. I don't want to be here. Okay, wonderful. I'm doing my best, but I don't think. Yeah, exactly. I don't think my tackles hurt him quite as much as he would have hurt me with that one. Bonk. The tackles do about 1%. So that's something. Reagan love, not quite so lucky. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one, man. It doesn't feel like I can stop him from doing this. Maybe it is just a matter of trying to dodge. That's that move is the one question mark right now, I will admit. Maybe I can perfect dodge at the beginning and get some invincibility going. Maybe that's what I'm missing. That seems like it's probably my best option for that. It just seems like there's no way in hell that I'm actually going to stop that. I have nothing that properly stun locks him or anything. Oh! I mean, that kind of seems to. Maybe I just need to go all the way through that light combo. Yeah. I just realized that Proto Bahamut does kind of have a similar combo structure to Dragon Id, which I suppose makes sense. Alright, Synchrotron. Sounds good. I'm worried. Our HP is not very high.
Now it's shooting at us! Get out of the way!
Do my best.
We stay here. We need to get closer.
Circle strafing, you know how it is. Very, very effective. Okay. Okay, my bad. Maybe don't circle strafe that one. Okay. Can Bahamut drink potions?
Stay strong. I'm on my way.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Rolling.
fix it, dude! He's gotta be close!
We definitely do need the help. Just something tells me that Bahamut can't drink potions. Okay, I was gonna say my HP has been taken away, but luckily it was taken away for a guaranteed dodge, not a guaranteed loss.
Question!
Let's beat this motherfucker up real quick.
So why aren't we seeing it?
Oh great, and the dodge doesn't interrupt our combo structure necessarily. Nice, perfect dodge once again. Hopefully if we get this guy to around 70%, Roland will show up and save the day. Get Reckoner. He's doing the light thing, isn't he? I don't like it when he does the light thing. No, okay. He's still doing a couple of smacks. That's good. Now he's doing the light thing. Okay, well, let's see. Hopefully the big tail swipe can do something useful here. Otherwise, we are in a little bit of danger. Wonderful. Okay, looks like that is, in fact, how we're meant to stop that. The full light combo from Bahamut is about enough to blow him out of that. With that in mind, this fight feels a lot more in control, if I do say so myself. Also, he's making Godzilla noises, isn't he? Yeah, he's making, like, straight-up Godzilla noises. Okay. A little bit of a mess up on that tail swipe, though, for my part. 50%, surely. When he gets to overdrive here, that'll be our cue. Get wrecked nerds. Yeah, the tail swipe seems like basically regardless of what he's doing, it'll stagger him out of things. I'm glad to see. 50? 50 cent, as it were? Obliteration. That doesn't seem good. Rolling? Rolling. Oh. Okay, no, never mind. Lyria's got this, actually. Lyria eats those.
Close the gap again.
Gives Bahamut enough time to get out of the way.
What is that?
I don't know.
Whoa, my god.
It's written all over it.
The power is extraordinary. If it hits us, we're finished.
We're not gonna let it.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Charge ahead and don't stop.
I'm shooting at him. But I don't know if we can really stop anything here. Little light blasts.
Don't let it pin us down.
I'm doing my best. Perfect dodge. Oh, baby. That purple bar is not a good sign. Okay. We need to get... The bar's still filling, man. I need you to hit him. Okay. I was like, please. I need this cutscene to end in like a stun.
We're too late.
Okay. I think this hopefully is Roland going to save our ass. This fight is not going in our favor so far. He's dropping the spirit bomb on us. There he is. Oh, no, he's just gonna fucking tank this, is he? Ooh, okay, Roland. I see you. That was a really cool effect, damn. That attack was so strong, it like took the color out of the pocket dimension for a second. Golden shield just barely holding up.
Well,
Good to see you again,
time has
man.
come to put Versa away for good, and I'm going to need everyone's help.
We win!
Don't mind me, just enjoying the moment. This is kind of the one blemish on the end of the story, right? Everything's great, but Roland's gone. Not anymore. Oh, look at that. He actually managed to fully seal her. Or him, I suppose. I don't know what Bahamut's gender is, but regardless.
Chained up for long. The rest is on your crew.
Yeah. We'll beat the hell out of him. Don't mind me. Apparently, we've been given a 100% chance to crit temporarily here. Get the absolute living hell beat out of you, you goddamn nerd. But yeah, last time when we fought Versa in the overworld,
Trying to hold back a waterfall.
he couldn't even hold them back for a little bit. Maybe Roland gotten a little bit stronger during his time in this pocket dimension.
Hang in there.
Bonk, get reckoning. Godzilla, I hear you. Okay. Tail, we actually dodged this time. And that one. Get tackled. Okay, hold on. Our health is looking closer to his health. That's what you like to see. That's the plan, Brent. Settle the score. Is that really what this is called? Oh my god. It's also red. That was the first time a Skybound Dart pop-up has been like that, huh? Oh, he gets bigger in every single cutscene, I swear. Let's get it in. He's gonna hit it really, really hard once. Oh my god, it's so anime. I love this.
Herald of Azure Ruin. Grant our foe annihilation.
Say what now? Look, this is the first time we've heard that one. What in the fuck? Bahamut has a Super Saiyan form that we just have not been using so far? Oh, point blank. Did we blow his head off? Looks like it. They're covering it for censorship reasons, but I definitely do not see a head on Versa there. Oh my god, that was brutal. I mean, as cool as that was, I do really hesitate. But like, why have we never used that on Bahamut before? We've called him out previously.
It's finally over.
Oh man, anyways. Yes, indeed it is. In spectacular fashion. Versa gone, roll him back, but how do we get out of here, I suppose? We very boldly charged in.
Collapse. Hurry, Lyria. Get us out.
Right.
Do we remember the way we came in? Hopefully. There you go, we can still see that dimensional rift there, wonderful. Do you have gas? You can go a little faster, maybe? It'll be fine. There, I was gonna say, it's very clearly the end of the story here. There's nothing to actually worry about, right? We get there, we make it. Bahamut on this like beautiful blue backdrop is such a silly contrast. Oh, damn.
First off, let me say thank you all so very, very much.
Thank you, man. We would have died in there if it wasn't for you.
You too, Id. I'm glad that you're safe.
Wholesome. Wholesome. He's smiling. He's
Right back at you.
doing his best anyway. Best attempt at smiling. Oh, the bro face. Come on, Roland. Meet him halfway there. Holy crap, Id's hand is huge. I just realized. Like, him and Roland aren't that big. Like, he's not that much taller than Roland, but he's got massive paws. Dragon claws in action.
It was not long ago
Oh.
that I chose the wrong path and left only suffering in my wake. I committed sins no one could ever deign to forgive. Even so, this world offered me a shot at redemption. I need only look to the compassion of my newfound allies to see that.
This is nice.
Glad to have you back, Roland.
Yeah. We came to save you, but you rescued us instead.
Kind of how it
No,
went
no.
down.
I have brought you nothing but trouble.
This marks a new chance. I won't let it slip away. I'll do everything I can to atone. I must.
We were worried sick about
Good stuff,
you.
Ed.
Same here. You sounded way too relaxed during your final transmission.
That's right!
Lilith raised me to subdue these skies, but your crew gave me direction.
Say! Who wants to grab a cold one back in Volca?
I could go for a frosty glass of apple juice.
Cold apple? Yeah, I suppose so.
Looking back on all that's led up to this moment, maybe there was a reason for the suffering, the strife. Though the skies won't tell me how to wield it, I was given this power, and I will atone for the sins of my past.
Like we talked when we talked about id.
Sure we can see eye to eye there, can't we? Oh God of destruction. The Sky Realm is under my protection now.
I mean, Versa's gone. Actually, how does that affect id's power? Maybe I guess yeah, they can't really be killed in that fashion, right? So I guess just that manifestation of Versa is gone.
Welcome home, Roland.
Anyways, we talked about it a lot in the Fate episodes, but if you haven't really been watching the story corners, it's the same idea, right? With id, right? Of just no matter how horrible his past may be, and how, like, you know, he truly may deserve a whole lot of hate for what he did, right? But regardless of the truth of that matter, all he can do, right, for his part is just move forward and try to make the future better than the past. So it's good to see that he is very resolved to this now. I think that's the right course of action.
Id was covering your butt as the local handyman while you were gone. He's like the local town celeb now.
Can we get Roland in our party now? I mean, that'll be... We talk about my AI companions letting me down every now and then. They've been better about it since I actually gave them some masteries, but... Roland would not let me... Roland's got to be like level fucking 150 or something, right? So he probably will, in fact, carry me on his shoulders throughout all of these quests.
My goodness, it has a sociable side now. How long was I trapped in that dimension?
It is working on a sociable side, but apparently he has done actual marriage counseling, so maybe I'm underestimating him.
Sorry. On a serious note, it does seem as if time passed at a crawl for me. Or maybe time as we know it doesn't exist where I was.
So, I mean, he hasn't aged, I guess, but he barely ages anyway. Do astrals even age? Right, so...
In fact, it felt as if only a few minutes had passed before you suddenly reappeared to save me.
That's good. I mean, if you think about it, right, as far as time dilation goes, there's another option there which could have been way worse. Like, we left him in there for probably, I don't know, in universe time. What do you guys think? Like a couple weeks or a month or something like that? But, it could be the exact opposite, where he was in a place where it felt like he was in there for centuries before we got back to save him. So this is definitely the more preferable of those two options.
Huh. Now that you mention it, Mother once said time works differently in Estalucia. But I can't remember much else from the conversation.
Estalucia, again, being where Lilith was claiming the astrals are from. So, but it's not actually, because Estalucia is in the Sky Realm, isn't it? So maybe she's just referring to, you know, the astral realm, and she was just calling it Estalucia to all her followers.
Whoa, now that's interesting. Maybe there's a connection with Versa's dimension.
Maybe. I got no idea what the hell I'm talking about, so... Oh,
Only one way to be sure.
go find Estalucia.
You want me for the long haul? Sounds fun, to be honest.
Oh, humanity. Let's go.
But I think I'm going to stick to handyman work for a little while longer. If that's okay with you.
Yeah, we'll, you know, come pick you up at any point.
No prob.
Haha, hee hee.
Well, well. It seems my successor has become my rival. Not that I mind a bit of healthy competition.
I would have loved for a little glasses sheen there when he pushed it in.
With both of you on the case, Volca's never going to have problems again.
Yeah, I mean, this little village did really luck out, huh? It's got an astral and, like, I mean, a very powerful dragon-possessed god of destruction warrior type dude on its side.
Forget Volca. Sega Grande's gonna be all fixed up like never before.
Though again, this village does have some very big problems for what it is, huh? They really got us fighting, like, actual dragons and shit like that. So maybe it's a good thing. Yes, yes, everyone giggles and the camera pans up.
Zega Grande was one step away from oblivion. But you and your crew saved us all. On behalf of the residents of this skydom, we are eternally grateful that you've graced our lands.
Don't mention it.
In truth, I realize that our humble slice of the sky is but one stop on your grand adventure.
Oh, it's
And
auto-playing.
that you could have easily concluded your business here the moment you sealed Bahamut Versa away. But you linked arms with id, and came to my rescue instead. Imagine that. When this all began, I thought I would be the one to save the day.
You kind of did a couple of times. Don't sell yourself short.
Now, I suppose you'll be shoving off for the next Skydom soon enough. It's going to feel lonely in Folka without your good cheer. If you're ever in the neighborhood, feel free to drop by and regale me with the latest tales of your daring adventures. Until then, I wish you and the entire crew fair skies as you embark once more into the blue. Captain, I say this with all my heart.
Just letting Roland talk. It's being the last story we ever
Thank
hear,
you.
probably, so.
For everything.
Good note to end it on. Yeah, that is probably the... Oh, yeah, unlocked Maniac and Proud. Goddamn. This is probably the last bit of story we're going to hear out of this game, right? I'm pretty sure. New difficulty available. You got a bunch of Fortitude Crystals, a White Wing Key, whatever that is, some Flawless Prisms, some Silver Centrum. We do need that to ascend our weapon. So that's good.
Looks like a bunch of new
Yeah, no more story in the top right. So that is it as far as the game's main quest. Yeah, complete chapter not of the main story. You can now perform trans marvels at the Knickknack Shack, and more sigils have been added to the treasure trade. Okay, hold on. So okay, yeah, just I guess quickly before we get back. I mean, at this point we're going to dive firmly into the mechanical side of the video game and basically never leave, at least during the primary sort of 50 minutes of each of these episodes, right? When we're not in story corner. So a quick little word on the overall story of this game. We talked about it at the end of the main story, right before we entered the epilogue, but I like it, right? Yes, it's very like obviously it's very like. I mean, I guess you would say cliche, right? In the sense of it's like you can, if you're paying attention to any amount, like nothing in the story is like super surprising or anything like that. But I don't think a story needs to subvert expectations to be a good time, right? It had a bunch of nice messages in it. That's kind of more what I care about, right? What does the story have to say, right? And I feel like it had a bunch of nice messages and all the different characters, and it's sort of wrapped up with the Granblue lore as a whole, right? And all the different messages that are about Vasaraga's lore about like survivor's guilt, and it's like it's lighting yourself on fire to keep people warm and things like that. Obviously, that's not part of the Relink story, but it's part of the Granblue story at large, and the themes about just the general hopefulness of everything fits into each other very well, I suppose. And the Relink story in general, with id, I suppose, being kind of the main one there, and the idea that essentially no matter what you do, everyone can always try to be better, everyone can always try and atone for their mistakes, right? And you could always make tomorrow better than yesterday. I like it, right? That is like if that's, I feel like, Maybe I'm naively optimistic, but I feel like stuff like that is hopeful at its core is both more believable to me and also just more enjoyable, right? So I don't mind if it's yeah, we had everyone at the end, the whole crew is laughing and the camera pans up and it's the anime sort of very hopeful ending that you've seen 150 times. But you see it 150 times, it's nice, man. It's nice and it resonates with people, and it resonated with me. So I'm a big fan of the Relink story here, but I suppose that is going to do it for as far as the main story there. Right now, it's all about we're talking numbers, we're talking uncappings, we're talking materials, we're talking grinding, we're talking mastery points. We're getting very firmly now burying our nose into trying to we're gonna keep playing the game obviously, and we're gonna try, and I mean Lucillus is the current sort of endpoint here, right? So I guess if we beat the Lucillus fight, or figure out at least get everything that we might want out of the Lucillus fight, maybe get us ready for whatever update will come after him, that probably will be the actual big stop sign there, where we maybe move on to something else at 7 p.m. But we're not too close to that just yet. I mean, we're not even at level cap yet. To my understanding, level cap is 100, so we got a ways to go. So let's take a quick look here, real quick, as we head out. But okay, sorry, one more thing on the story though. Once again, I mentioned at the end, this game is so good, like in the sense of there's so many of like I was talking to one of my buddies, and he described it, and I liked it as like this game has so many of like the little things, little bits, nods of detail and quality where you just go, oh yeah. And I talked about it too at the end of the main story, right? But just you can really tell that the people who made this game cared about it being good. Right, lots of little just notches of quality, like we talked about the captain getting a different outfit and different portrait there when he got his armor. The little subtitle portraits, right? There's multiple different poses, and every little crew member combination. Like there's a link attack. There's like several different link attack quotes for like every single two combinations of crew members, right? Like multiples between Rackham and the captain, Rackham and Vasaraga, Vasaraga and the captain, right? just lots of little bits of detail there that don't need to be there. The game would still function mechanically the same
Buff that out later.
without those things, but it shows that they really cared about it. So,
This one seems okay.
I mean, if you had any questions about whether or not I had a good time with this game, I mean, we've been playing it for an hour a day for, I mean, closing in on a month now almost, right? So, if somehow you have watched this whole thing through and are not sure whether or not this game is worth your money, I would highly recommend it. This game is a wonderful time.
Got an order?
Now, with that being said, we don't have any new weapons to forge. That's fair. I don't know if we honestly... It seems like we honestly are not going to get any new weapons to forge. We might... Because I know eventually... So there are like the sort of endgame weapons drop from a fight, right? So I think these might be the weapons that we have, and then we just get... either the... So it's the Terminus weapons, to my understanding, is their the name, right? So we might get Terminus weapons, or if there's anything in between what we have right now, like the level 150 version of these weapons and the Terminus weapons, that might also come from a quest. Who knows? But we can't uncap Soul Eater just yet. We need legendary merits. Okay. We need Silver Wolf Clovis. Let's. I think this will start. These things will start being actually possibly gettable, right? So let's add them to the wish list here. Killing Demon Eye. This comes from Nazar Bonju. Alpha Wolf is the Galanza fight for sure. Same thing here. Silver Wolf Clovis, I imagine, is also looks like from the Galanza fight. Yeah, looks like the Galanza. For the crit weapons in general, it's all Galanza, right? Galanza, Exceptional Refinium, Dragon we have a ton of. Silver Centrum. I want to add this to the wish list too, just because I don't know where we can get more. And then Legendary Merits, I assume. We haven't really seen any of them yet, but I assume they drop off of like Maniac and Proud difficulty level quests, right? So, do we have any more Mirage munitions to put into this thing? No. Okay. Yeah, but we'll stick with Soul Eater for now. I have been told by some people in the comments that basically the Ascension weapons, nothing really special happens with them until you hit 150. And then when you hit 150, it's like, apparently they're good, right? But they're not necessarily worth it. Like, they're not necessarily that much better, or even maybe better at all in some context. And it's like your crit weapon or something like that, depending on what you're going for. And by the time you can get them to 150, you might be moving on to Terminus weapons anyways. So, with that being said, that's weapons. We did see there's new sigils to trade for. So we have Trans Marvel. Oh yeah, by the way, we have trophies. Probably, I imagine we got some reward for finishing the main story there. Yeah, claim all. There you go. Rainbow Prisms, gold spellbooks, Heliotrope Urn, Angramanu Anima, and a Rafali coin. Okay. That gold spellbook, I gotta imagine, is for clearing the main story there. So the copper spellbooks we're giving out to people who aren't in the party, because we want to get everyone up to level 60, like EO and basically EO and Rosetta here, because we're not going to unlock any of the other party members for a little bit. But that gold spellbook, that's definitely the kind of thing I'm going to shove right into Vasaraga. Silver spellbook too, I think. Like how much XP is a silver spellbook? 400,000. And the gold, 3 levels on Voss, that's very useful. And the gold is, whoa, 10 whole levels practically. Yeah, okay. So the gold and silver are definitely getting thrown right into Vasaraga here. The sooner we can hit level cap, the better. There you go. That takes us another 2 up. The copper spellbook at this point is probably not even going to give him a full level, right? Which is another reason that it's, yeah, literally it's worthless for him, right? But for EO, for example, it'll get her, yeah, there you go, closer to level 52 or level 60 there, which is where the reason I'm going about 60 is the sort of break point there, where you unlock everybody's Fate episodes, right? And the Fate episodes are not, I mean, obviously I'm interested in the story, but even for you non-story folks, when we finish off everyone's Fate episodes, we get one in parentheses ONE Mirage munition there. So over mastery, once a character reaches level 80, they can get even stronger by spending mastery points to gain random stat boosts. Oh my god, it never ends. Okay, because I was thinking like, hey, we're almost like at the bottom of Vasaraga's stat tree there, like, Nope. Over mastery is apparently a thing. Gotcha. Where does that even, how do we, oh, there you go. This is how we over mastery, I suppose. Okay, it's 700 mastery points a pop? Is that real? Yeah. Gain 4 ended bonuses as character, favoring bonuses to base stats, and then spreading bonuses more evenly, and then unlock level 100, I assume, is like, good stuff. But, okay, so mastery points are not necessarily going to go out of style. It doesn't seem like, I was kind of hoping that, like, oh, I don't need my masteries for Vasaraga anymore. I can actually buff up some of the AI, but no, not quite yet. Oh, yeah, but we are basically at the end of his mastery tree for offense, at the very least. We'll probably fill out the defensive ones too, just because they're probably going to be pound for pound for mastery points, more efficient than the over masteries. But yeah, we'll get to definitely to the bottom of the offense first. Boost attack up granted by Grinoth, raises damage cap by 12%. Attack plus 1,000. Yeah, I mean, it's getting, these last ones are very important, right? Normal attack damage cap plus 12% for both here. That's great for the heavies. Obviously, another sigil slot is even more amazing. These are some really, really heavy-duty masteries, but they are expensive, man. But 700 attack power. You're never gonna see me complain about that. Okay, wunderbar, as the kids say. So there's by the way, we might spend just depending on how much more there is to see, we might spend the rest of this stuff just looking around here. But what is it? So what is a transmarble? Character unique sigils are available at the Knickknack Shack for treasure trade, and then higher rarity sigils can be transmuted. Is this as good as it gets? It doesn't. I don't think so, because it looks like it's still a bunch of 4s. I do know that 5 sigils exist. 'Cause I've been told basically that so these Sierra, obviously you want to go for the higher rank stuff. Like obviously it's more vouchers, but at the end of the day, this stuff is going to be better for you than this stuff. You're going to only be using this temporarily. Theoretically, say if like there's a level 4 transmutation that gives us a bunch of level 5 sigils, right? That could be like the best stuff in the game. Then we'll be using those for the rest of the video game, right? So throw damage. Throw damage? You can't throw people in this game, can you? I mean, like, maybe some people have skills that can. Anyway, I'm getting away from my point here. But the point is, if you guys know, is there a level 4, a level 5 transmutation? I assume so, but also I'm not sure because we don't have like a big milestone to hit anymore, right? We've already unlocked Maniac and Proud, and I don't know if it's like, if you complete every Maniac quest, do you unlock more stuff? If you complete every Proud quest, do you unlock more stuff? I don't know. It doesn't seem like a natural milestone for more unlocks to me. So if these level 3 transmutations are as good as Sierra's transmutations go, and to get like the 5+ sigils, for example, you just need to like get them in quests or go through like, I know Zafba drops a few, right? Or like the Transmarvel stuff, which I imagine has something to do with sigils too, right? Sometimes even a Right Stone pops out of this level. I didn't even notice. But yeah, so if level 3 is as good as it gets, please let me know so we can sort of structure our voucher rolls around that, right? Because if it's as good as it gets, I'm gonna start turning stuff into vouchers and rolling basically as soon as I can, right? There is also, I swear a little pop-up in the bottom left said something about Transmarvels at what's it called there? Oh, and here we can just trade straight up for these unique sigils, huh? Stoutheart seems kind of nothing. I see. Fearless Drive. What is this? Shortens the captain's skill cooldowns of reaching a higher. Oh, see. So that, yeah, these are character specific, right? Guardian's Conviction is Catalina. Supplementary damage deals 10% of base damage dealt and damage cap plus 15%. That's pretty good, right? To my understanding, so supplementary damage, the whole point of that, it's a rune, right? Or a sigil. But this also gives it. It's nice because I think the supplementary damage rune is at max like 20% extra damage or something, and it's nice because it circumvents damage cap. Apparently, someone has been telling me that apparently I'm hitting the same number on my heavies a whole lot in the comments. So maybe we have hit, we're hitting damage cap sometimes. Maybe when we crit and we have the full attack boost from the Grinoth gauge and things like that. But the nice thing about supplementary damage, and in the endgame in general, it seems like the idea is everyone's hitting their damage cap, so everything that lets you circumvent that damage cap and kind of go above and beyond there is where the really good stuff is. So that sigil, apparently, that supplementary damage sigil is really good. And to my understanding, that only drops from Zathba's Curios, the really, really good versions of it anyway, so that's a bit of a nightmare to grind. But with that being said, Catalina's getting this for free seems really good. Helmsman's Navigation, what does Rockham get? I imagine, actually I have no idea. No, I don't want to. No wish list, please. Back. I lied. I just want to see the trait detail. Rockham fires a 4-shot burst instead of a 3-shot burst. Fair enough. I mean, that's just basically that's 25% extra DPS for all intents and purposes, right? So that's awesome. What does EO get? I'm curious. Shortens Stargaze's charge time. I'm unfamiliar, unfortunately, with her sort of veteran mechanic there. Double damage on Eugen's grenades. Sure. Rose's blooming. Shortens the time between a rose's next attack. Oh yeah, because Rosetta's kind of like, she's got like a little tower defense thing going on there, right? She's kind of like a Lowy from League of Legends. Like she summons the thorns and they just like smack people. So I guess that just makes it go faster. Shortens Charlotta's skill cooldowns every shot lands an attack while Noble Stance is active. Yeah, so this is stuff that we haven't even, a lot of these characters we haven't even really seen, right? So let's go, which one do you think is Vasaraga's? What's that called? Ebony's Presence? That looks like him, doesn't it? Extends the time before the Grinoth gauge starts depleting. Am I crazy to say it doesn't, am I missing something? Like, I know that's probably, like, I get it. Like, when you're at max Grinoth gauge, you got an attack up effect. And to my understanding, I don't know how big the attack up effect is, but we've been getting a whole bunch of masteries as we've been kind of going down the tree that are just like, Grinoth gauge plus 5% attack, plus 10% attack, plus 5, plus 2, plus 3, plus 5. So it's probably like doubling our damage damn near when we hit that Grinoth gauge. But I will say, okay, so I need the explanation. I might look this up after this, because this one is, to know how good the sigil is, I need to understand how the Grinoth gauge works a little bit more. In the sense that I was under the impression that as long as we were hitting things with heavy attacks, the Grinoth gauge will never deplete. Like it'll keep filling up, and then once it's full, every heavy attack just kind of resets the timer there. And it's more so like the Granblue gauge will start depleting if we actually, let's say, if we don't hit something with a heavy for a while. Lights don't, like, in my original testing when I picked up the character originally, it seems like lights don't help with that, right? But it's more so if you spend, like, say 15 seconds without hitting something with a heavy attack of any charge, then it goes down. So this makes that into 30. But my point is, the Granblue gauge depletion is something that can just be avoided by hitting something with a heavy. Now, I know there's lots of times, for example, where a lot of bloodthirst situations where we don't really get that choice, right? But I wonder if plus 100% is... if that's enough to make it that so through most boss bloodthirsts, we get to keep the Granblue gauge up and then still get to hit them afterwards. Basically, I just need to look at numbers. I'm going to look... I mean, if you guys want to let me know, please do, but I just need to look at numbers, and I'm probably going to look this up. Like, how long does the Granblue gauge last normally? How long does this make it last? How much damage do we really get for, like, full mastery points up max Granblue gauge, right? So sort of just, because I don't, it's a very vague idea to me right now, because at first glance, it doesn't seem good, but I also acknowledge that might just be because I don't fully understand how the Granblue gauge works, and I've just been hitting things without paying attention to that. So, I don't think we're going to forge that just yet, but if I take a look, I mean, we can't even, but if I take a look and find out that the Granblue gauge does not work the way that I thought it did, and that this is actually very useful, then I will certainly do so. We're not too far off. We need to, like, fight Angramanyu, basically, a couple more times, I think. Pretty much. I'm pretty sure Angramanyu drops Abysm Orbs, gets these high-level Dark Bosses. I guess Earthworm Jewel, we have to go beat the hell out of Corvel a couple of times. Why do we have 4 Iceworm Jewels and only 1 Earthworm's Jewel? Did we get a bunch of Iceworm Jewels from S... I think we S++'d, or S+'d, Villainous Iceworm, and we only, like, A'd or S'd Corvel? So maybe that was an S+ drop, who knows? But okay, interesting stuff. Am I losing my mind? I could have sworn I saw something about trans marbles at the bottom there. Crewmate card. I mean, this is nice, but again, we're not gonna take a look at any of these. Claim add-ons. I don't. Maybe I am losing my mind. But I swear to God, for the life of me, I could have sworn I saw something at the bottom there that says trans marbles can now be done at something or other. Well, I guess if I really need it, I'll find out. Yeah, we have a bunch of affiliate coins, but I don't think I want to start spending this because it took us a long time to build up for the treasure trade. So I'm not sure that I just want to hop in and start using things out of the treasure trade all willy-nilly here before we actually know what's going to be really hard for us to come by and what we don't really want to grind. I could have sworn, man, I saw something about trans marbles. I don't know. I think we had a couple of curios, so let's do some. Let's go to the docks here. There's more stuff in Folka, so we might as well stay there for or Seed Hollow rather. So we might as well stay there for the foreseeable future, unless we need to be handing in side quests in Folka. But yeah, I think we had a couple of curios just from all the different dragon fights. So let's go hand those in real quick. We got 4 indeed. Do I have to? Would it be better to save these? I mean, I say this and I'm not doing so. It seems so. But yeah, I wonder if it'll be better for us to, like, the higher level you are, the better stuff that Zathba drops or something. So it'd be better to save all your curios. Regardless. Nothing amazing there. I mean, the M84 is nice. The light orbs, the materials are never going to go awry. Right? The M84 is nice, but I don't think we are going to really use it yet. I think I'm happy with our current sigil lineup, though I do want to take a closer look at what you know what, actually, that's probably something we should do. Because someone did tell me, like, hey, looks like you're hitting damage cap, so I think we're going to hit up Sir Berold in a second here and see if that's really the case. Maybe I can try and figure out how the Granblue gauge works a little bit more, too, here. I'm sorry, I want to go back to Sierra just because, like, I could have sworn I saw that word trans marvel, and I just don't know what I'm doing with it. But I don't know where to look. What did you say? Knick-knack, paddywhack? Something about knick-knack, paddywhack. Give me a voucher. This is interesting stuff too. Huh? Really, we have not, like, dipped into doing these quick quests at all. But these Dahlia badges, I mean, this is good stuff right here. This is some real gourmet shit. Quick cooldown and cascade and weak point damage. Silver spellbooks, right? I mean, that's obviously great, right? And then there's stuff you can trade for gold Dahlia badges like this. This is mastery points. That seems really good, right? Raises a sigil to its maximum level regardless of the sigil's rarity. Like, this stuff seems really, really good, man. What is this? It raises a weapon's level cap by 1. Huh? So can you get a level 150 a weapon even higher up? Like, can you sort of overcap your weapons there? I mean, gold spell books. Like, this stuff seems really, really good. So I'm very curious about how we could go. This is something we'll definitely start to look into. I think we'll look into it once, like, You know, maybe if like we can't take on Maniac quests or Proud quests right now or something, you know, then we'll start looking into quick quests to help have these gold Dahlia badges help us. I mean, if we need mastery points for our guys, for example, you know, then maybe there's something like this could help. But also, I'm not so sure how easy the 30 gold Dahlia badge is going to be to come by. My guess is probably not very easy. But let me know if I'm missing something obvious. But there's a little pop-up in the bottom left there, and I've heard that word mentioned, so I know it's a thing. I do know that it exists, and that's a different thing from the sigils, but I don't know exactly any details about it. I did see a word at the bottom left there when we unlocked everything after we unlocked Maniac and Proud that said something about Trans Marvel. I just don't know. Oh well. In any case, let's hit up Sir Berold really quick here. We don't really have enough time for a full quest before we head to our story corner. But you know, this episode has been productive. I mean, we finished the story, so I'm fully okay with that. We're just kind of spending the last 15-20 minutes here after we did that to get our bearings straight before we fully dive into the endgame, which we will be doing for the next episode and the rest of this this whole game, basically. So let's first off. So okay, let me get something straight before we start looking at potential damage cap shenanigans. So hitting him with a heavy, right, of any kind, yeah, even if it's not charged, it does still up the Granblue gauge. I imagine it goes up more if we don't want to charge heavy, though, right? Yes. The answer is absolutely yes. Okay. Bonk. Okay. So, but then, hitting him with a bunch of these lights, if I do this, right, this doesn't matter. Eventually, if we stay here for long enough, the Granblue gauge will start depleting, is my understanding, right? The lights do not extend your timer. So if we just sit here and just bonk, bonk, bonk away. Unless the timer is already really long by default, it actually seems like maybe the lights do extend the timer, they just don't fill the Granblue gauge. If this is the case, that time until Granblue gauge depletes does not feel super useful to me. So if even just bonking somebody once with a light will get me all the way there, it does. So I see. I think I learned this and I forgot about it. So we have the defense up and the, I think it's Stout Heart, or no, there's defense up, the Stout Heart, and something else, like that first bonus there from the Granblue gauge. The lights won't give you that back, but they will keep the gauge up, and then the next time you hit with a heavy, right, boom, we get, yeah, the Stout Heart and the defense, that's what it is. We get both of those back up. And now that it's full, if we hit with a heavy again, right, then we get the attack up. There you go, with a perhaps a big charged heavy finisher there. So now if I'm doing lights, when it's full, do we have to do heavies to keep it up? I'm not certain. Also, let's keep oh yeah, so this is definitely damage cap, right, on these lights. Yeah, so this person was right. So, because it's the same number every single time is how you can tell. But I guess, yeah, there's also that sort of yellow flash behind it. Yeah, that's still not super obvious for me to see. But I guess there's that yellow flash that comes up before it happens. But yeah, it seems like, okay, even when the Granblue gauge is full, yeah, and there you go, there we drop down. Okay, so the attack up bonus from the Granblue gauge is also not... Oh, no, okay, no, it's hard to tell because, yeah, it's still... what's it called? We're still hitting damage cap occasionally, so we don't know exactly how big the damage bonus from the Granblue gauge is. That random range that it can hit in is pretty big, huh? Yeah, okay, so we are definitely hitting damage cap. Interesting. So yeah, anything that'll up our damage cap at this point is going to be very helpful. So what is the damage cap for this, like, big heavy here, for example? This one is 354,998, and this one is 354,998. What the hell? Okay, so the damage cap on those two is the same. What about... Oh, wait. That's interesting. Wait a second. I think that looks like the same damage cap for the uncharged versions. What's the damage cap on these? Maybe not the same? Oh no, 354,998. But maybe on only on that last hit there. Okay. Weird. Is this hitting damage cap too? I mean, we'd never gonna use this unless we're facing after somebody, but I think so. Again, it's so hard for me to actually tell. Okay, no, so that definitely wasn't, but that also wasn't a crit, which I think is why. So when we're critting and we have the attack bonus up, yeah, like that, I think had that yellow effect behind it. No, actually, those don't. So I don't think this one's hitting its damage cap for some reason. I'm not sure why. But okay, so we're definitely hitting damage cap. And then, so now, let's do a little test here, right? So we're gonna stop hitting 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000. Okay, so it's like 12. Obviously, my timing, I wasn't probably going exactly a second for a second there, but I find, you know, if you do 1 1,000 like that, you usually, and just like go count as fast as you can in terms of not rushing it, but just like as soon as the 1,000 is done, you go. You get about 1 second. But anyway, it seems like it's about 12 or 13 seconds that we have without hitting anything before the Granblue gauge starts depleting. So that sigil would roughly make it like, call it, you know, somewhere in the range of 25 to 30 seconds. I don't think that's super worthwhile, because again, if even lights will just keep us up there, I don't feel like Ebony's Presence, or I believe was the name of that Basaraga sigil, I don't think that's like turbo worth it. Especially when, I mean, again, if we're hitting damage cap here, then one of the things I definitely want to do is, yes, we're hitting damage cap even with, oh, so yeah, we're really holding ourselves back, right? Because we're hitting damage cap on these when they crit, sometimes, maybe all the time even, without even the attack bonus up from Granblue, right? Yeah, so I've been paying attention, but good eagle eye on that viewer there. We are hitting damage cap, like, by a lot. Because again, I think just from the Bastards alone, that attack up from Granblue is like 20, 30, 40%. Yeah. So we're firmly damage capped here. So we right now already the highest priority for us should be hitting that or finding things that'll help us get around the damage cap, upping our damage cap. I mean, those masteries that we were looking at earlier. I think we're good to go here. I have a decent understanding of the Granblue gauge. Let me know if I'm wrong still about if Ebony's Presence is better than I'm giving it credit for. But just it giving us 100% extra time there on on time till the Granblue gauge depletes does not seem like that worth. I don't think I'm super interested in it. But if I'm missing something there, please let me know. Oh yeah, like something like this, I suppose, right? This stuff right here, damage cap for not skills, it's down here. The damage cap for normal attacks, right? 12% and 12%, that's great. But yeah, like attack up plus 5%, that's the biggest it's ever been. But also we've gotten a lot of like 2%, a lot of 3%, and it's got to have a baseline of at least like 10 or 20, right? So I could be far off, but at the very least, this is like 30, 40, 50%, something like that, extra attack that we're not even able to utilize because we're hitting our damage cap on the heavies at least. On the lights, because we don't have as much stuff buffing them up because we have like charge attack buffs and things from our sigils. On the lights, it looks like we actually are kind of hitting damage cap on the lights, but not always, right? And then once we have the attack up, then we're consistently hitting it. So we're like almost a damage cap without the attack bonus, and then we kind of sail past it with the Granblue attack bonus. With the heavies, we're like already well past damage cap, and then that extra 40% by Granblue is going completely to waste. So right now, our best DPS boosting is going to be getting past damage cap, and I imagine that's never going to end. For the rest of the game, probably we are just going to run into damage cap more and more. So very interesting stuff there, but. I might look up exactly how much the attack up effect is from the Granblue gauge to see just how much we're missing out on. But if you have all the masteries and all that, so I guess maybe over masteries and things like that can avoid that. I don't know. Doesn't seem so. Doesn't seem so. It looks like it's all the same stuff. Possible bonuses. It's just again, yeah. It's just stars will be shown to represent the strength of each bonus effect. Huh? You know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. In any case. Interesting stuff. We've delved into a whole new world here. I mean, technically, am I allowed to say it now? I mean, I feel like I had this funny experience where I started this game, and everybody who, at least everybody who was watching the videos, just felt like everyone was way ahead of me, right? So am I officially allowed to say that we are kind of in the end game, right? I know it's technically like a post-end game, which is sort of, it's basically, I assume, after you hit level 100, after you have your Terminus weapon, maybe, right? Maybe you're fighting Lucillus, you're doing other stuff like that, right? But I think we have technically stepped foot into the first part of the end game. So this is very exciting stuff. I'm very intrigued to play more of this. I mean, honestly, I gotta be somewhere later in the evening here, but I'm only gonna record one Relink episode today. But it would be very nice if I could just keep playing this game for now. But it's okay. Tomorrow I will play a whole lot of Relink because I can't wait to honestly just play more of this video game, man. It's so fun. It's just straight. It's just like not only I was talking about how the story is a good time, right? But it's also just like it's like straight boss fights. Everything about it is straight boss fights. It's everything I love about Monster Hunter, but with Granblue characters. Oh, what do you know? The sales pitch that I was given originally is exactly correct. But yeah, we are about ready to transition over to our story corner here. So for all of you mechanical folk, you're so grateful to me. Thank you, for all you mechanical folk, I'm going to run you through the outro here, and you can go on with your day before we head into story corner. And of course, in upcoming episodes, we will be just again going through this endgame and doing our best to eventually punch Lucillus in his stupid face. Anyways. If you made it this far into the video, as always, I got 4 things for you. You know how it is. For number 1, join the Discord server. There's a link in the description there. It'll get you right over there. It's a nice place full of fine people that you can have fun with. You can talk about fighting games. You can talk about Relink. You can talk about gacha games. There's an art channel. There's a music channel. People talk about everything in there. It's just a nice community for you to hang out and have a good time. And I implore you to join. But I also implore you to keep it the nice and welcoming space that it currently is. I mean, I really haven't had to do any moderation of any kind in that Discord server. But I will not hesitate to start if I have to. If I have to drop a ban hammer on somebody's ass, well, I absolutely will. So just don't make me, you know, don't let that be you. Don't be the first person to ever ban. That's not the kind of reputation you want to have, I'm sure. Of course, number 2, if you like the video, and I sure hope you did, get down there and like the damn video, man. Come on, we beat we beat the game, kind of. You know, we're in the end game now, right? We've been sticking out on a long journey in Relink here, and if you've been here since episode 1 or early on, then I appreciate it. And if you watched, and no matter when you pick this series up, I'm grateful to you, of course. So if you like the video, please like the video. And of course, number 3, while you're down there liking the video, that subscribe button and that bell button, they're all the way over there. They're far away when my webcam's on the bottom right here. But, you know, they'll keep you up to date with all this content. I mean, we got, you know, new videos every noon EST and 7 p.m. EST. And it's something like, depending on what videos come out in the fighting game time slot, noon is the fighting game time slot, 7 p.m. is Relink, obviously. You're watching it right now. And depending on what videos come out in the fighting game time slot, it's something like, you know, it's anywhere between 2 to like 4 hours of content a day. So unless you have all that free time to dedicate to little old me, which I imagine most of you don't, but if you do, I love you, then you should probably hit those 2 buttons to stay up to date with when something new is uploaded, and maybe go back and watch it later when you have a moment. And of course, for number 4, most importantly, more important than whatever buttons you smash or whatever YouTube-friendly interactions you hit me with, I appreciate those, but I hope you had a great time hanging out today, as always, most importantly. And yeah, I sure did, right? I mean, again, this game is, it makes me feel nice and warm and fuzzy with the story, and then it also activates my monkey neurons when I see Vasaraga hitting something for, you know, 1/3 of a million damage. And hopefully that number is only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger as we go on. So, having a lot of fun with Relink is going to be a lot more coming your way, but if you are not one of the Story Corner folks for now, I will see you in the next one. Peace. Alright, hello, Story Corner individuals. Oh, look at that, a side quest that we can immediately report. I guess what you get for sticking around for Story Corner, you catch these little tidbits right there. Oh, there you go. Yeah, some people leveling up as well. That's a nice thing. The side quest will hopefully allow us to get save like 1 copper spellbook here in Unlocking Fate episodes. But we read all of Roland's ultimate difficulty has been added to chapter select. Put your skills to the ultimate test and earn rarer loot from your triumphs. Huh. We can play the story again on a harder difficulty. Okay, we'll get to that with the mechanical folks once we're in the beginning of the next episode. But I was not ready for that. But yeah, we finished. I believe, yeah, Rockham was the last one we did, right? And last time we read Roland's journals, so that's cool. I think now we're gonna, I suppose, we have Catalina's, right? And Catalina is at level 60 now. Yeah, we have all of Catalina's unlocked, so I think we'll try and finish her Fate episodes off today. So where were we? Yes, so Catalina, obviously we had a little bit of prologue, I guess, or a little bit of backstory there, with just like how she came to meet Lyria, how Lyria kind of melted her cold heart and had her, there's a little bit of a dilemma there between duty versus morality, right? Her duty as an Earthstate Empire soldier versus, you know, the obvious horrible things that the Empire was doing to this little girl. She eventually, luckily, morality wins out, and she saves Lyria. They run away, right? And they're off, obviously, during the crew. And then there's sort of we fast forward to Zega Grande, and after the incident in Tempio, right, with Fury Cane, way back at the beginning of the story, if you remember, people are rebuilding in Zega Grande, and there's this little boy who is, you know, very furiously doing his best to, well, his sister, to my understanding, is sick, right, and he needed to get some herbs for her, right, so he goes off and he gets himself in danger, we save him, etc., and now there's like a link there, Catalina and the boy and that girl are, you know, they know each other, they like each other, but apparently, I think most recently, the sister is ill again, and the medicine doesn't work. And I think the boy is also ill again now, or something like that. Everything's horrible, basically. Well, we'll get. You know, actually, there's a recap here, right? A third letter from Alice, the name of the boy, makes Catalina's blood run cold. Hazel has fallen ill again. That's right. And the herbs aren't working anymore. Yes. The crew hurry back to Polka and check on the 2. Yeah, and Al's writing, I think, gets. He's obviously, you know, he's not the most literate fellow, but his writing gets worse and worse every time he writes us. So I think we're worried about him as well as his sister. We'll see.
When we arrived at Folka, Al came out to greet us.
Hello, Al.
I noticed he wouldn't meet any of our eyes and ducked his head like he was hiding from the world.
Poor kid. Again, just so young, man, to be experiencing something
The doctor had
like this.
examined Hazel from head to toe, but as far as his eyes could tell, there was nothing wrong with her.
What?
Hazel says all she needs to get better is some Wraith Ring eggs, but I just don't know.
Al's voice was so small, I could hear the distance between us. Not physical, but emotional.
Again, Catalina very flowery with her language usually. But like, Last time she was very clearly physically sick, right? Like people knew she was sick, and that's why they went and sent out Al to get those herbs, right? So this is different, I suppose.
He explained reluctantly that the Wraithwing was a bird which lives among the ancient ruins of Dali Island.
Dali?
Actually, forget it. We've made you guys do too much already. We'll figure something out.
No. What? We're gonna send a little kid to that goddamn ruined wasteland?
His smile didn't quite reach his eyes, which were enclosed in dark circles. The
We'll help you out,
reconstruction effort must have been hounding him, and he was apparently not its only victim. Hazel had fallen ill around when Al began overexerting himself.
Again, such a horrible thing, man, for kids to have to be like child labor, right, essentially. And obviously, no one is, to my understanding, forcing the kids to work, right? But it's, again, they just feel like they've been through something that's so horrible, like they want to pitch in and help, right? And of course, now with him having to take care of his sister too, like he's growing up too fast, man. It's
I
not.
think I see what's going on here.
It's unfortunate.
Gently pushing aside Al's objections, we left to search for a Wraithwing nest. The task ahead, though dangerous, was for brother as much as it was for sister.
Right. Hopefully, if we help out Hazel, then Al can also rest and not be quite so much falling at the seams like he currently
This area
is.
seems promising. Be on the lookout for tracks.
Tracks? Wait, deadass? Search for traces of the
This is
Wraithwing.
quite a rare find. We'd better add it to our provisions. It may come in useful later.
Really? Okay. Desert oil. Search for traces of the Wraithwing. You don't say. Oh, are these tracks? Those look like talons, don't they? Or feathers, even. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
What's this?
A cart. How's that? Oh, feathers. Yeah, more feathers.
Cargo's sure been roughed up.
Large talon
More
marks
feathers
and
over
scattered
there.
Feathers. The culprit is probably a Wraithwing.
Doesn't seem like the Wraithwing is a small bird, which I definitely would prefer. If we were gonna go off and rob its nest, I would have definitely preferred a smaller bird. Yeah, big old feathers. What does it have against cargo, man?
Look, more feathers. I think we're getting warmer.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, Catalina has absolutely no skills. Right.
That's it. It matches the description perfectly.
This shouldn't be good.
That's our Wraithwing.
Is this a griffin?
With all the party crashers.
Oh.
Stay calm. I'll get us out of this.
Basaraga got kicked. Oh, because I guess, yeah, the captain was the last member of the party, right? And then when it swapped to the captain for the main story, Basaraga then went to the end, right? Wait, what the hell? They're fighting over there? I didn't even notice. Level 4? What? Why? Seems a little random. What do these skeletons have to do with the Wraithwing? I forget Catalina's combos. But what the? Giant Cobra? Huh? What is happening in this area?
Lead the way.
But yeah, her whole thing is like her heavy attacks just like her combo finishers charge up this Ares gauge, right? And then once the Ares gauge is like completely full, she gets like one kind of super buffed up special move or combo finisher, depending, right? Now of course we don't have specials, so we have nothing to use the Ares gauge on in that sense. I mean the heal heals slightly more, I think, if we use it with Ares, but that's obviously not super valuable. Catalina is definitely we're gonna need Id and Rackham and the captain here to carry us, which is unfortunate. Id can do it. It's mastered up to an extent.
Don't quit. You ready, cat?
Always. I'll
Do our
freeze
best.
them in their tracks.
I really wish I had given you any freezing skills, but unfortunately, no such luck. Jesus, yeah. In fact, let me get one shot real quick. Apparently, I did not realize I was unfamiliar with your game, Monsieur Skeleton. I mean, luckily the rest of the party is super over leveled for this. Yeah, there you go. Ares, yeah, that was our. You guys see it? If you blinked, you might have missed it. That was our super big hypercharged Ares heavy attack there. Though we're so weak that you might not have really been able to tell that it was different than our regular attacks. Not Catalina's fault, of course. The character, I'm not sure how the character stacks up in terms of damage compared to other characters, but definitely she's just incredibly sort of under leveled. That didn't hit me. I'm sorry. I simply disagree. Yeah, she's just very underleveled, as I have her right now. So, of course, she's going to be sort of underperforming while we're there. Also, that desert oil that I just picked up randomly, what was that about? It feels like I pulled into a cutscene, and she just pulled that desert oil out of the cartridge. I don't think I've ever seen desert oil before. Maybe I have? So, Wraithwing is just a griffin, huh? Maybe they could have said something.
It's watching us really.
It is not watching us. Oh my god.
Looks like it's got giant.
Yeah, it is doing a lot more than watching. It's feeling a little bit more proactive. The Catalina doesn't even have launch. That's so funny. I did like the jump and an immediate light, and she didn't do a launch attack. Okay, the party's doing good damage. That's good. Because guess what I'm not doing? Yeah, like Rackham, even Rackham is shooting it pretty hard. And he's still under masteried and under geared for this kind of fight, but he's just... Oh my god, just the stat boosts from his levels alone, right, will help him out a lot here. Yeah, we're not even... Should I even be attacking? I feel like the answer might be no. Yeah, well, yeah, Rockham has... well, actually, no. I thought Rockham had... he doesn't have more skills yet. He has one extra skill, but it's an evasive one. Can you come down, Mr. Sir? So, you know, careful what you wish for. Wait, did I use a revival potion, or have I given Catalina some auto revive while I wasn't looking? I don't think so. Get wrecked. He's got to hold him in the. We just got to hold him in place so the party can do things. But he does not want to stand still. Oh my god. Imagine if we fail this Fate episode quest. I don't think it'll happen though, because we're really the only one in danger. So I can just, if I just stop being so blasé, you know, we'll be just fine. Get wrecked, nerd. Our heavy attacks really don't do anything. Yeah, 610 damage. With the Ares that did 1%. Guys, we're doing it. You know, I'm just gonna do the little multi-stab attack. It's just fun. I'm just gonna do it so it activates my neurons. I can feel like I'm contributing while the party does the real work. Heal. Oh, Phalanx, wonderful. Actually, is quite useful here because maybe it can save us from getting one shot. Whirlwind? I forget what this move is. Does he just... Yeah, okay, he just Placidus axes and fires a couple tornadoes every now and then. That's fine. Pretty nice and easy to dodge. I say, getting... Well, to be fair, in my defense... Oh, we did use the revive potion, yeah. In my defense, that tornado materialized on top of me, okay? We're not in the mechanical section anymore, okay? We're in the Fate episode section. I'm just having a good time here. Especially since, again, my Catalina, at least, is very impotent. Well, he's out of Bloodthirst. There you go. That's some damage there. Yeah, it's eggs.
Trying to defend its nest.
We're here. We are basically here to steal its children. But I suppose it's the way of the world. I'm sorry, Mr. Wing. Oh, Ares buffs your aerial heavies too. I can't imagine that's a good use of your one-time Ares there, but I imagine. Oh my god. I imagine in general it's probably better to use it on skills, right? Of course, we just don't have any big damaging or utility skills from Cat besides the heal. Bonk. Yeah, our heavies are not even. That whole combo is not 1%. We are basically just sitting here and waiting for the AI to kill this thing. Whoa. Oh my god, I guess he still had a hitbox on his butt there. It'll be broken soon, so that should be hopefully good eats for the AI. Come over here. Break in a place where they're more capable of hitting you. Okay, or break right there. Guys, get over here, please. Okay, that's good. There's 1%. We did like 3% damage there. It's never enouging. That's good. It's actual damage. Can't block that one, apparently. Or maybe I blocked too late. Oh, there's Rockham's new fancy dodge move that I got for him. Hello, help me. Thank you.
Hope I didn't worry you.
It's okay, this will be the last time we ever have to play as Catalina. Because after this, it's just the 2 epilogue Fate episodes. Sorry. I went into opera mode there. When I get my ass kicked hard enough, I become a vibrato. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea, actually. Yeah, actually, I should have realized this could hopefully be a bit of a way out earlier. Yeah, this thing doesn't have a lot of health, so even though the Skybound arts normally don't have a... Wait, did its Skybound art quote change because the story ended and he's like a nicer guy now? If that's, again, like you talk about just like little touches of detail and quality there, right? Because like fine by me is a little bit cold that he normally says. Ooh, cool. Yeah, it's dead now. Wonderful. The fine by me that he normally says, I guess, a little bit dismissive, right? So I'll finish this. Like that's a little bit more, like not heroic necessarily, but a little bit more involved with the party, right? Versus just like I have no problems with your situation.
So sorry, Miss Wraithwing. We promise we won't take more than we need.
We killed it. It's dead. Like I understand that we're not exactly, you know, we weren't exactly off much of a choice, but apologizing to the dead corpse of that giant bird is not going to do it any good, I don't think. There you go. She's up and about.
I took our prize to the dining hall. But weighing on me was the thought that Hazel had likely told Al a white lie.
Oh no.
It's said that one bite of a Wraithwing egg sends waves of energy coursing through your body. I guess that she wanted the meal not for herself, but for her exhausted brother.
I'm so sorry.
My suspicions were confirmed when I returned from the canteen to find Hazel apologizing to the crew.
Catalina,
Wait, what?
we need to tell you something.
So this mean, was she okay? Was she faking an illness to try and get her brother some energy?
I cut Al off. I knew speaking the words would
That'd
hurt
be
him.
Fine?
It was better that he didn't give sound and substance to unnecessary guilt. I don't know what's troubling you, but you have to eat. It's the only way the two of you will get better. Food and comfort. That was all I could afford them.
Okay, yeah, so it looks like maybe Hazel was actually fine the second time. She was just doing it so that her brother could get a Wraithwing egg. Which, like, hooray. That's good stuff. These last couple paid episodes after the final quest tends to be pretty short here, so I think we can just finish off Catalina's and see exactly what was happening. Omelet of Happiness. What a wonderful name for a paid episode. Look at that, they got, yeah. Ketchup and eggs, man, I'll never understand it.
Back at the dining hall, plates of Wraithwing egg omelet were lined up on a table, wafting forth irresistible aroma.
Is that really for us?
Yes, sir.
At my nod, Al dug in.
Ow! Oh, burnt my tongue. But, so good.
Kids.
Muffled voices caught my attention, and I looked out the window to see a gathering crowd. Though I had only collected a basket of the famed eggs, it seemed that was enough to feed the whole city.
Say what now?
Hey, Al. Heard from your sister. Sorry.
Oh, I see. It's
I
being
should have
poetic.
noticed you were working yourself to the bone.
Right. Again, Catalina's the language in her Fate episodes is a little bit too it's a little bit too highbrow for me.
A man who seemed to be in charge of
Too much
reconstruction efforts came to our table. Gently, he explained that he had only now been made aware of Al's failing health. He vowed to encourage the workers to rest, so no one would overexert themselves ever again.
And like, you know, maybe like don't let the kids work. At least not that much.
Al, you okay, bud? You don't look so good.
Don't tell me he doesn't like the eggs.
Vern, who had been flitting carefree through the air, came to a sudden stop. I smiled at his concern, which was well-meaning but misplaced. Al was going to be fine now.
That's good.
It was time for a celebration, and I had the perfect surprise planned. Their reactions are going to be priceless.
Oh? Oh, okay. There's a little surprise for the epilogue. Wonderful. Desert of Legends. Okay, let's see. What does Catalina have in store for them? This is nice. Again, nice wholesome stuff. Dessert of Legends. Right, my bad. I still had Dali on the mind.
Is the perfect way to top off a hearty meal. Stealing my way into the kitchen, I cooked up an original dish using spare ingredients and imagination.
Wait, is she the person we read the journal entries for a lot of the crew a while ago? Is she the person who is a horrible cook? Apparently, is she going to poison these kids? By the look of that ice cream and by the look of Vern.
When I unveiled my creation, the crew gulped in what I assume was anticipation. The people of Folka, however, were more vocal with their excitement.
In what the crew knows, right? The crew knows what's happening. The people of Folka, maybe not so much.
That the very hand that defeated the Wraithwing made this dessert?
Gulped in what I assume was anticipation is a really funny way to say that.
Is there anything she can't do?
Catalina is a little oblivious,
It
I
was
suppose.
enough to make me blush. But, if I may be so bold, I don't think their praise was unearned.
Oh no.
My dish was wholly unique in its shape, color, and smell.
Yeah, okay. She is definitely the one the journal entry was talking about.
Catalina, this is amazing! I've never tasted anything like it before.
It does look like... It looks like placenta.
Encouraged by Lyria, every last diner snatched up their spoons.
I can't tell if Lyria is just really nice or if she can eat anything, basically.
Hungrily, they lifted a bite to their lips.
Oh no.
And the moment right after, as if someone had captured the scene in a painting, they all froze. There are times when people are so filled to the brim with emotion, not even the smallest physical movement is possible.
Oh no.
For the diners, this was apparently one of those times.
This is such a good intersection. I've been talking the entire time we've been watching the Catalina Fate episodes about how flowery her language is. Her, like, describing, like, missing the point so extravagantly is just...
It seems I'm not such a bad chef after all. Take that, naysayers.
That's it. He never finds out. You know what? I'm okay with that. She can, I think he's earned, her selflessness has earned her a little bit of delusion, let's say, right? That's nice. Yeah, so Catalina, I mean, again, Catalina's general idea, right? Well, her prologue with Lyria, right, against duty versus morality, and then the idea with the kids is interesting, right? It's just like, I guess it is sort of the idea as well of don't hurt yourself in the process of helping others. Like, it's obviously wonderful that Al was so willing to sacrifice for his little sister, but at the end of the day, like, whether it was kind of set up that way, Hazel did it on purpose, but the actual thing that cured his sister was him letting himself rest, right? There's, it's a little on the nose, right, in that sense, but it's definitely worthwhile stuff to think about, right? Sometimes the best thing you can do for your loved ones is take care of yourself. And of course, the stuff with the desserts is hilarious. But yeah, good times. Good Fate episodes. The Wraith Wing fight was a little bit unfortunate because we really basically couldn't do anything at all. But we'll do our best. Truth Seeker and More Than a Night. I guess Truth Seeker has watched a certain amount of Fate episodes, and then obviously More Than a Night is the end of Catalina's there. But yeah, you know how it is. I'm not going to run you guys through the entire outro story corner, folks, because you already heard it when I sent the mechanical fellows on their way. But yeah, good. I enjoyed Catalina's Fate episodes. They're again a lot of them have these very nice endings, right? Catalina started off pretty dour, right? But at the end of the day, like even the stuff with Al and Hazel, it always seemed like there was an end in sight. There was always a fix. It was just sad that the kids were in that situation. So overall, later toned Fate episodes. I'll never complain about. We're having a lot of fun with Relink, and there's going to be a lot more coming your way as we go into the end game here and try and finish off these Fate episodes. But for now, I will see you in the next one. Peace.